My name is Morgan Willoughby. I'm 23. I'm originally from the UK, but I also grew up in Singapore and also the US. And I am a super senior, so I'm a 5th year. I don't really have like an exact moment that I remember when I started riding. I think the first time I ever sat on a horse, I was about 3 because my mom actually used to ride and still does. So I was put on a horse from like as soon as I could remember, and I obviously just ended up loving it, so I have been doing it ever since. I come out to the barn and we basically go into the old barn, which is the one behind me, and we have whiteboards up. It will have everyone's name with a horse that they're assigned to that day. So you go see who you're riding and then you go to their stall. We start off with getting them cleaned up. We pick their hooves out for any dirt or rocks or anything like that. We curry comb them, we brush them, we detangle their manes and tails, and then some of them get polo wraps on, some of them get boots, like depending on which horse it is. We have like specific clothes that we have to wear, obviously, which we are already dressed to come to the barn in. And then obviously I put on my helmet, put on my boots, polish my boots to make sure there's no dirt or sand on them. And then we walk out to the ring. And then we have our lesson with our coach, Ashley. That usually runs for about an hour. Most of the times we're working on flat, and then sometimes we do over fences, which will be practicing our jumping. So then after our lesson, we come back. If they get really sweaty from the heat, because obviously it's getting hotter now, we hose them off to cool them down. And then we take our tack into the tack cleaning rooms where we will clean the bridle and the saddle. I've always loved horses because they've been in my life since as long as I can remember. I think it's just nice because like it feels different compared to like having like a pet. Like I have a dog at home, but like the kind of bond that you have with a horse is just like different. And I think it's just because it takes a lot of trust, because you're putting your full trust into an animal that you're gonna sit on and ride. But then also like it's just, they're really peaceful animals. Personally for me, like goals wise, I kind of checked off my goal because I wanted to compete at least once, and I did my first show at the end of my junior year, and I kind of thought that that was going to be it. Like it was just like a one-off thing. And then this whole past year, I've actually competed at every single show that we have been to or hosted, which if you would have had told me that like 2 years ago, I would have thought you were probably crazy. But it's been really rewarding because like I do feel like I have worked really hard to get to that point that I was at, and I made it up to regionals. I got 5th overall in the region. It's not like exactly what I wanted because I did want to make it past regionals, but it's a lot more than I thought I ever would have done, so I'm just like really thankful for that in general. Riding to me is both very mental and physical when it comes to focus, but it's always going to be something that I do for the rest of my life.